Hey, what's up, guys? So, somebody wanted to know about overcoming physical flaws. All right. So, time to put myself out there. Um, but also, it's very subjective what you depict to be a physical flaw. So let me just say that. Um, and me, I'm never serious about what a flaw actually is, but I understand that it's a word for a reason, and people do apply it to things. So with that being said, I will allow myself to be subjective and say I'm short, shorter than the average man. Some would consider that to be a physical flaw. You see this right here? My beard isn't completed right here. If I brush it, it'll cover it up. But the flaw, um, starting to go bald. Some would consider that to be a flaw, and whatever else. All right. Too many scars, physical flaw. The beard is ugly. Whatever it is, whatever you deem to be a physical flaw, in a matter of things that cannot be changed. So if we're talking about you being overweight, well then you know the answer to that. You know there's something that you can do about it. And for the things that can't be changed, because this brings me back to the conversation of complaining. You don't complain about the things that you can't change because it's out of your hands. You don't complain about the things that you can change because it's in your hands. You just don't complain. But if you are dealing with things that you can't change and you're a bit insecure about it and you feel like people don't accept you um, because of that, and then what do you do? And this is my mentality in many regards, and I think this is going to be a very recurring theme on this channel going forward, is that I don't expect anything anymore. I don't. In fact, the thing that I do expect out of people, I expect people to not accept me, and that frees me up. It's very easy to take things personally, but now I no longer do. All right. Um, I don't care. I don't care who wants me at this point. It does feel good to be wanted, to feel wanted, and things like that. But simply put, man, it just does not matter to me anymore. There will always be somebody for you. There'll always be somebody for me. I will hold my breath. If I spend the rest of my life alone, and people don't want to have anything to do with me, and then so be it. But in order to get to that point, you have to be comfortable with yourself. And when I say comfortable with yourself, I mean by yourself. So when you are alone and you have this time to be with yourself, then that's really the time that you really take it all in, and you really see yourself. See yourself for who you are behind the smoke and mirrors. In a day and age where it's very much common to see people with all of their pictures filtered. All of their pictures filtered. And so I say, no matter what your physical flaw is, present that to the world. I mean, sometimes I just wear the same clothes every day for weeks at a time, and I just do not care because I'm just focused on other things, you know. And also, I'm also, reminded by Albert Einstein, who just wouldn't wear socks and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Just little quirky things like that, you know, because he felt like it didn't matter. It was not important. You know, you say actually save time by not putting on socks too. You know, but that's a different conversation. But to really sum this up, because this is all I have, is that you got to be willing to present yourself to the world as raw as you possibly can. You know what I'm saying? Like a person in Walmart. You go to Walmart, man. It's like a goddamn circus. All right, present yourself like that. I mean, obviously, there are times and places where you don't want to just present yourself as trash, but if you're already having problems with your appearance and your flaws and things like that, I say the best thing you can do is just not cover it up. Just don't cover it up, man. Accept yourself. Because if you don't accept yourself, then how can you expect for others to do that? Um, and that's really one thing that I had to come to the conclusion of is that, you know what? Why am I focused on everybody who doesn't like me? The people who do like me, they'll present themselves. I don't need to have all these woe is me moments because all that does is just feed it even more. It gives you, it just puts out this energy like, oh, nobody wants me. I'm ugly. I'm all of these things. I'm unworthy. And you put out that energy, then that's what you should expect. You should expect to feel that way. You should expect people to treat you like that. But when you think highly of yourself, even if the outside world doesn't agree, even if the outside world, if it doesn't manifest in the outside world, and people treat you as great as you treat yourself, well, then at the very least you have your dignity. All right, you have yourself. You believe in yourself and all those things. And I mean, 10 times out of 10, that's the philosophy that is going to win out. Um, you're and seeing as you will always have that to rely on, you'll never you'll never have to go without. All right, so with that being said, man, I think that's it. But the main point that I want to make is you accepting yourself, presenting yourself to the world as you are, still making room for growth, still, no matter what your shortcomings may be, you still show up for battle. All right, so take care, my people. Hope this helps.